Hello everybody, ProtoFoxy here, coming back at you with another video. I had mentioned on my Twitter, if you all follow me on Twitter, Twitter ProtoFoxy, blah blah blah, that my next round of Transformer reviews, got a little piece of fuzz there, would be in honor of Hasbro announcing that the Next Generation Selects toy would be Next Generation Selects Megatron toy would be an homage to the Generation 2 Megatron. So I have decided in honor of that announcement, and full disclosure, I'm a little late to the party because that was done about a month or so ago now, and I film my videos in groups, so I went ahead and just uploaded the other videos to YouTube and started getting ready to do these. But in honor of that announcement of the Generation Selects G2 Earthrise Megatron, we are going to go through and review a bunch of Megatrons, starting here with the original Generation 2 Megatron. And now, if you all follow me here on YouTube and Twitter and whatnot, you know I did in fact review the original Generation 1 Megatron at some point. But now we're just going to go ahead and take a look at all the different incarnations of the original Megatron throughout the generations. And this here is the original G2 Generation 2 Megatron tank. And unlike the original Generation 1 Megatron that I do own, this is actually my original toy that I got when it was released in about 92, 93. So you can definitely see some play where this toy has been played with and loved very thoroughly. But Megatron here for Generation 2 is a ginormous green and purple camouflaged Abrams tank. Very 90s in the color scheme here. Very neon is what they would call it. The turret does not move. Neither do the treads. It has little wheels underneath. The cannon itself, while I don't have the batteries in it, has a locking mechanism which fires off missiles, and I do have the missiles, but not in the cannon at the moment. But they launch, this opens up, and you load your missiles in through the top. This is a very large tank, no turning turret, anything like that, and it does make noise when you put batteries in it. We'll get a couple of comparisons. I'm going to have to back the camera up just a little bit because this tank is huge. So first, we'll go ahead and bring in the original Generation 1 Megatron, the pistol. Obviously, you can see very, very different takes on Megatron here, but still weapons of war, so to speak. You know, you have a Walther P-38 pistol, and then you have the Abrams tank. So we'll get that out of the shot, and we will bring in the Generation 2, and let's make some room here, Generation 2 Optimus Prime, the mortal enemies, eternal rivals, yada yada yada. And as you can see, much like my Generation 2 Megatron, my Generation 2 Optimus Prime is also the original piece. Very well loved, has seen some better days, obviously. Obviously, the chrome has a lot of wear to it. Unfortunately, the smokestacks broke off on the edge there. The stickers are gone. Just some wearing. But again, these toys here are actually the original pieces from 1992. So I've had these now going on 28 years? Yeah, or 18? No, it would be... No, it'd be, 18 years. My bad. I can math today, apparently. But enough of me yakking about how old these toys are. We will go ahead and get down to the robot mode. And here we have robot mode for G2 Megatron, Generation 2 Megatron. And this is a big, big boy. He is, I want to say probably around the, definitely more a leader class for current size standards. Pretty close to probably 10 inches tall. He's a big toy. Kind of give the turnaround here. Just very, very big, very imposing. His cannon, his shoulder cannon, setting there is very huge. Just very big, very chunky robot going on here. Articulation wise, you can rotate his arm, you can bend his elbow. His knee bend, he does have knee bend due to transformation, but it is practically useless. I mean, back then, even in like the early 90s, before Beast Wars, these toys were still just, well, even towards the tail end of Generation 2, actually, before we started getting like real ball jointed articulation or anything. But he's just a big, big, beefy brick, and he's a whole lot of fun, and I love this toy, and I loved it back then. We'll get in close to the head. Very, very cool looking updated Megatron face with, you know, a little classic bucket head in the look. Definitely the front of the tank sticks out. Yeah, big stick, because his gun is big. But the color breaks up a little bit in robot mode. You get some gray, you get some deeper green, and a little bit more purple in the joints. But all in all, this this is still easily one of my favorite Megatrons. It was as a kid. And we'll go ahead and do a couple little comparison shots here. First, we'll bring in his G1 counterpart, and you can see that G2 Megatron towers over G1 Megatron. Definitely a very imposing update to the toy. And then we will go ahead, as I try to keep on the head here, because I'm trying to keep this in the shot. It's huge. We will then go into the Generation 2 Optimus Prime, which that is a very unfair matchup, but that was the matchup we got in 1992. Megatron would not have a proper size Optimus Prime to go against in the toy line up until 95 when they released the laser rod version of Optimus. So this was the matchup in 92, and it's very lopsided. This Megatron would definitely hand this Optimus Prime his butt. But anyway, well, maybe not, because Optimus Prime is the perennial hero, is he not, folks? But anyway, that is that. We have taken a look at Generation 2 Megatron, and this paint scheme is actually the exact paint scheme that the Generation Selects toy will be based on. And it's just, yeah, he's big, he's green, purple camoed, bit neon, definitely very 90s. And I love this thing more than anything. It's definitely has been one of my favorite Transformers of all time, just because of its size, its ridiculousness, and just being very 90s. Brings back a lot of good memories. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it. If you liked the video, maybe throw a subscribe my way. I'd greatly appreciate it. I love making content for you guys. What are your thoughts? Drop them in the comments below. I love interacting with you guys. Other than that, I will see you in the next video.